Although the Trailblazers are currently off to a 4-0 start, it's safe to say this team is not good enough for an NBA championship. So in today's video, we are going to be taking the time to surround Damian Lillard with the perfect teammates and making sure that Damian Lillard wins an NBA championship. I'm going to get into the very first trade, but keep watching because we have multiple different seasons with different things happening and some surprises in store later in the video. When we did this video for LeBron, I had a certain requirement on who we could trade for, and it was just players who could shoot better or on the same level as LeBron James. With Damian Lillard, the main things I'm looking at is a defensive presence in the paint, a player who is a very good and well-known shooter, players like Desmond Bane, Klay Thompson, those guys who you can always guarantee on a three. And the third and final goal for this season that I'm going to try to complete is get Dame Lillard a scrappy and athletic small forward wing type player, and then he will have the perfect amount of teammates and mix of players to help him go towards the championship. And one of the main players I was eyeing for this video actually pops up when we try to move Josh Hart and Gary Payton, which is Klay Thompson. We're going to go ahead, we're going to pick him up. I know it's a $40 million deal, but this is a one-season thing, so it doesn't matter. And remember, this video isn't supposed to be realistic, so once again, I am stealing from the Warriors. So far, the video kind of feels like it's just Damian Lillard in Stephen Curry's place, but I promise you, that is not the video. I'm still trading these guys away. We're not keeping Draymond. I'm going to trade away Draymond in a first-round pick for Mitchell Robinson and Evan Fournier. Mitchell Robinson isn't the greatest player, but he's a very good defensive player, and basically the Hallmark Channel version of Rudy Gobert. We're also trading for Evan Fournier because today, I don't know if you guys know this, some of you might play my team, some of you might not, but today they are releasing an Evan Fournier card. He's a diamond, and that brings us to the sponsor of today's video. Do you ever feel like your my team is just one good player like Damian Lillard and a bunch of scrubs? Have you ever wanted to upgrade your my team from a very boring team with a bunch of golds to a team full of really good pink diamonds in my team? Then head over to buymmog.com. Pick up yourself a little coin, a little funding, if you know what I mean. And if you go to this website and use code CODEEN, if you head over to buymmog right now and use my code, you will get a 5% discount on all of your my team needs. Go check it out. Go get yourself a better lineup. And once again, shout out to buymmog for sponsoring this video. Let's hop back into getting Damian Lillard the perfect teammates. I bet you your sweet biscuits that was the greatest ad you've ever seen on a My League video. I'm telling you right now, just clean and effortless. The next move is we are moving away one of the most promising young guards in the league, and that's because the challenge is to trade away every real-life Blazer, so we're going to pick up Keldon Johnson and Keita Bates-Diop. I probably pronounced that wrong, but that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as he helps the team out and helps Damian Lillard out. Just like that, we have found a shooting guard that I think I could pair up with Damian Lillard very well. In the Hawks, DeJounte Murray. We also get a first-round pick, so welcome to the team, DeJounte Murray. We still have a couple more trades to do to make sure that Damian Lillard has the perfect teammates, so we're flipping away Drew Eubanks, Trendon Watford, a second-round pick for Derrick Rose. We also get 69 overall Ryan Artichoke. I don't really care that he's on the team, but at least he has a job. And finally, we are trading away the young Shaedon Sharpe and Jabari Walker for Al Horford and Justin Jackson. Adds a veteran on a team, a big man who can kind of stretch to the floor, let Dame have other options on offense. And the final player on the team who's a real Blazer is Greg Brown. I'm not moving the two-way contracts. It's too much of a pain to do. We're going to go ahead and pick up a pretty solid backup center, not one that I imagine playing 25 to 30 minutes a game, but a guy who could come and get a couple good points for Dame. Isaiah Hartenstein, welcome to the team. With that, the final rotation is going to be Damian Lillard, DeJounte Murray, Klay Thompson, Al Horford, and Mitchell Robinson. Off the bench, we got Keldon Johnson, Derrick Rose, JaMychal Green, Evan Fournier, and Isaiah Hartenstein. That's going to be it for the trades of this first season of the video. Comment down below a player you think would be the perfect teammate for Damian Lillard in real life. Trae Young is your MVP, averaging 35 points, 13 assists, and a steal. Paolo Banchero is Rookie of the Year, averaging 19 points. Paolo, I love you. This man always hits whenever I bet on him. Speaking of that, Underdog Fantasy, slide me a sponsorship. I'll take another one. Andre Drummond, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year, and Cade Cunningham is your most improved. I would say that we completed the challenge part and the first season part of this video because the Portland Trailblazers are the first seed in the Western Conference. With that being said, we are going up against Luka, Christian Wood, who's both of them have been on fire in real life. I still can't stand Dallas though, so we're gonna go ahead and sweep them in the first round, and we just came back down 3-0. Yep, that's what you get, Luka. We really just came back down 3-0. Like, how does that happen? It only happens in the universe of Little Codeine. How are we going against the Lakers? Oh my god, we go to game 7 with them. All right, this is getting scary. Up against the Memphis Grizzlies, they have a player who I think would pair perfectly with Dame and Desmond Bane, but guess what? It's fine. We're gonna defeat him. We're gonna collect him like an Infinity Stone. First, we played against Christian Wood, who I think would probably be a fun teammate for Damian. Then we play the Lakers, who have LeBron James, which, come on, LeBron James and any superstar is a good pairing. And now we got Damian Lillard versus Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane's a guy who would have been cool to have on the team, but we settled for Klay Thompson, a man with much less muscles and a lot more championship rings, so I think it worked out. DeJounte Murray ended up being our Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists with 3.3 steals, getting busy on the defensive end against Memphis. And we are in the finals against the 76ers. Once again, a player who I think would play well with Dame is Joel Embiid, but currently Joel Embiid is playing good against Damian Lillard as he is up 2-1. We tie it 2-2. They end up taking a game, and now we got it. Game 7 NBA Finals. Joel Embiid, James Harden versus Dame Lillard, DeJounte Murray, Mitchell Robinson, and can we clutch it out? Dame Dollar. I gave you the perfect teammates, and in his first season, and well, the only season for this segment of the video, he is an NBA champion, putting away the 76ers. Damian Lillard put up 27 and 11 in this win or go home scenario. The Trailblazers are your NBA champions. DeJounte Murray steals the Finals MVP. In a perfect world, Damian Lillard is hoisting that trophy, but hey, as long as he has a ring, I'm sure he's happy. And before we move on to the second season, I just want to remind you guys, please subscribe. It helped me out a lot, trying to get close to 5K by the end of the year. Now, for the second season, I've hand-built a team with a couple of trades that weren't accepted by the CPU. I kind of had to force the trades. Don't worry, I didn't make them too crazy, too unrealistic, except, well, most of them. So first off, I traded away Nurkic, Jeremy Gray, and a future first-round pick for Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels. I already said Rudy Gobert would be a good fit, and Jaden McDaniels is cool. Then I traded away Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, a future first-round pick, Nasir Little for Jimmy Butler and Max Strus. Every other Trailblazer you can think of that I haven't already mentioned for Klay Thompson, Kevon Looney, and Patrick Baldwin Jr. Signed a couple free agents, flipped them for players like Eric Gordon, Andre Drummond, and Bojan Vajagovic. I'm gonna be honest, I butchered his name so bad. Don't even comment it. I know I messed up his name, and I'm not gonna go back and try to repronounce it. This trade would probably never happen since the Cavaliers are good now, but I traded Kevin Love for a young guy and 2 second-round picks. This is the second season of the video. After this, I have one more cool scenario with Damian Lillard to see if he can win an NBA championship. But if he won in that first season with the perfect teammates, I think this season where I gotta handpick the perfect teammates, he's definitely gonna win an NBA championship, especially since he's 22-5 near Christmas. Listen, so according to 2K, they think Luka's the best basketball player in the league, but I know that's not facts. I know it's Damian Lillard, so I'm gonna fix it for them and make him MVP. So would you look at that? Damian Lillard, MVP, 26 points, 9 assists. You know what? He had a pretty good season. He has much better teammates than he's ever had in his career, so of course his assist numbers are gonna go up. Good for you, Damian. Anybody on the All-NBA teams? Probably not. Never mind, Jimmy B. Buckets is here. 21 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals a game. He's locking it up defensively. We're the first seed. And if anyone gets mad that I made Damian Lillard MVP in this video, I made Peyton Pritchard MVP, averaging 5 points last video. So, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. We're gonna go ahead and sweep the Sacramento Kings. They got to playoffs for the first time in like 4,000 decades and years, and then we ended up beating them. I'm sorry, Sacramento. Dallas, I'm not sorry. Losing 6. Now we are up against the Clippers. This team, once again, very good, but we should beat them. I mean, look at our roster. It's stacked. Dame Lillard, Western Conference Finals MVP. And just like that, this team I assembled for Damian Lillard is facing the Boston Celtics in the finals. Last night's Celtic game was so hard to watch. I don't know what happened, but we fell apart against Chicago of all teams. But we are here with a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. The last game was 151-152. Everyone's hooping. 41-14 for Dame. Can Damian Lillard win his second championship of the video and his first championship with a good super team that I assembled him? You're telling me the team I just did a normal rebuild for is better than this team? That's crazy. Okay, they came back. Whew. I was about to flip out if a team with Jimmy Butler, Rudy Gobert, and Klay Thompson didn't help Damian Lillard out as much as a team with Mitchell Robinson and Keldon Johnson. But hey, Trailblazers, they win the championship in 7, and we are on to our third and final season / scenario. And with the final season, we have Damian Lillard as usual, but let's just say I've turned things up a notch. I've given Damian Lillard some of his best former teammates. I've given him a prime Joel Embiid because I think they'd be a really good duo. And Scottie Pippen is here. 1, because I feel like he would actually play well with Damian Lillard, and 2, I always find it funny to see him a Trailblazers jersey. This team also has a prime LaMarcus Aldridge, Rasheed Wallace, Brandon Roy. Of course, Damian Lillard's here. Rudy Gobert's here once again. CJ McCollum, probably his most famous teammate and duo of all time. And then we got Nicholas Batum, because Nicholas Batum's a bucket, and, you know, why not include him on the team? This team, so much loaded than the others. Jordan Poole is your MVP with 18 points, 5 assists, and pretty much that's it. You see, I was going to make a joke about Jordan Poole and the baddies at courtside, you know, the joke that everybody everybody makes. But you know what? I'm just gonna give it to Curry, because why not? He's pretty good at basketball, and it's anything other than Luka, am I right, folks? Chauncey Billups is your coach of the year, going 79-3. We were pretty close to 82-0, but not quite. Also, I find it really funny. I was watching the Trailblazers game last night, actually, against the Nuggets. One thing I gotta say, Damian Lillard, Anthony Simons, they're both disgusting, but Chauncey Billups' mic'd up moments are really funny. And I don't know how many people who are watching this video have ever played God of War or ever seen God of War gameplay for the PS4, but if you have, you would know that Kratos calls his son boy every 3 seconds, and Chauncey Billups last night while he was coaching, when they would show him clips of being mic'd up, he'd always be like, yeah, boy, way to get that rebound, boy, and all I could think of was Kratos in that moment. I mean, Chauncey Billups is already bald. All he needs is a giant axe, and he has to start fighting crazy Greek gods. Now, I don't think real Greek gods actually exist, so he's gonna have to, like, throw hands with LeBron James and all those NBA players who are just way too jacked for their own good. Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. I'm sure we all know that this team's gonna win and beat the Celtics, but none of that matters, because right now, all I can think about is Chauncey Billups trying to square up with David Robinson and then getting sent to the Shadow Realm. David Robinson would punch him with just one single hit, be like, hey, what's up? I got the Winged Dragon of Ra. I got Obelisk the Tormentor. I got all these crazy dudes. Slifer. Yeah, we're sending you to the Shadow Realm, Chauncey. That was a very niche reference, and I don't know how many people will understand it. Shout out Yu-Gi-Oh! That was my childhood. And Damian Lillard. On the team that has the most talent around him, he's the player who ends up winning finals MVP here. 28 points, 10 assists, 2.5 rebounds a game, finals MVP. He sweeps the Celtics and wins his 3rd title of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, I do appreciate every like, subscribe. The comments as well have been crazy lately. Y'all have been saying some of the nicest things I've ever received in my YouTube career, so really, truly, thank you. It means a lot. That's gonna do it for the video. It's over. Goodbye. Peace out.